What's up everyone, NoleJP here, how you all doing today? Hope everyone is having an awesome weekend. The last couple days for me were very windy and rain-filled with Hurricane Matthew passing by just to my east here in Northeast Florida. I was very lucky that the storm didn't cause damage to my property and my power was back on with what I felt was very record time for the power company. So hopefully everyone else stayed safe if you were affected, and we'll move on from here. But let's get to the topic at hand. As of today, we are now 6 days away from the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare beta. So what I have for you guys today is some additional rundowns of some items we will see in some form in the beta, specifically score streaks, as well as the updated info about what we will actually get in the beta as of a recent announcement. If you guys haven't checked out my rundown of perks that will be coming in Infinite Warfare, the link is down in the description. Subscribe if you are new to my channel, and I'll keep you guys updated with as much info and content as I possibly can. A lot of COD channels are falling off the cliff here of late, but I hope to be a good source of quality content that you all can enjoy for going forward. In the background is a Hardpoint gameplay on Outlaw, which was very nicely done as a DLC. This was my first gameplay I'm putting up on Outlaw. I would have liked to have seen it in the first DLC so we'd have had more time with it, because it was one of my favorites of the past Call of Duties. But I don't make the rules, so whatever. It's better having it for some time than no time, is what I've always said. So with that, we'll jump into the first topic of today, which is going to be score streaks. What I plan to do here is just to give you guys a rundown of what score streaks we're going to see in Infinite Warfare as of what we know so far. This way we can kind of use it against what we'll see when the actual game comes out, so I can do more videos and different things that we can look at down the road. Every year we wonder what score streaks will be and what they will do in the game, and will they suck or not. And based on what was in the past two Infinity War titles, they have more or less sucked. So we'll do a quick rundown of the score streaks that have been shown to us this far. Remember, these may change when the final release comes out on November the 4th, but I like to put them out there now so I can just have them as a good reference point to see what was given to us before versus what we actually get when the game comes out. So let's go from low score to high score. Remember, these are score streaks. They are not kill streaks, and you will have to do some work to actually pick up score streaks, which was very nicely done in Black Ops 3, and I like that they're bringing it back for this game coming up. First, we have the always present UAV, which basically needs no introduction other than it is available at 400 points. You know what a UAV does. I don't think I need to really talk about it that much. I think this is a valid starting score total, so that there's not a dozen of them up in the air at once. 400 seems to be that good level that everybody needs to achieve. The Scarab is up next at 450 points, which is basically a futuristic RCXD from Black Ops 3. I'll show a quick image of it up on the screen for an in-game match where I picked it off of a video. Pretty easy to use, just like in the past CODs. Next up at 550 is the drone package. Now this year it's a bit different in that the package will come to you even if you're inside a building. This should help all those stupid instances of packages getting stuck on roofs and beams and whatever. It basically floats inside to wherever you place the delivery zone, and like always, it can still be taken from you if the enemy team kills you or just happens to get the package out of your way. Counter UAV is up next at 600 points, and no need to spend time on that one. We all know what it does. We've seen it in every past COD. Rounding out the first set here, we have the Vulture at 700, which is basically the version of the Talon from Black Ops 3. I believe it's manually done, or you can set it as kind of like an AI to follow you around. We'll have to see when the game comes out. I can't remember exactly which one it does. Next up at 750, we have the Trinity Rockets, which is like the Predator missiles from MW3, but you can break it up into multiple missiles if you want. I'll throw a quick screen cap up on the screen right now for you from an in-game look of what it kind of looks like when you're ready to start using the kill streak. Pretty interesting. It's a streak that everyone likes and fits nicely into the game. At 850, we get the Bombardment, which is basically like the Hellstorm missile from Black Ops 3, all fired from above and can cluster out. I'll show you guys. I'd like to show you guys video of this stuff, but I couldn't record at COD XP, so visualize, my friends, visualize. At 900, we get the Shock Sentry, which is like your normal Sentry gun, but it runs on electric shock, and I think this one can also chain together with other enemies similar to what the Tempest did in Black Ops 3. I'll have to see if that actually comes up when the game is out. The Warden is up next at 1100 and is your favorite stealth chopper or Wraith type aircraft. I'm sure a lot of people will be using this very effective type item. Advanced UAV is at 1250, making a comeback, and is the equivalent to the Blackbird VSAT Hater from past COD, showing you enemy positions and direction of movement. And to finish up for this set, we have the 4 big boy point streaks. First at 1300 we get T.H.O.R, and the best I can relate this to is the AC-130 from MW3. Everybody loved that item. I'm glad it's coming back. You go inside the ship and you can aim in and shoot missiles down and drag them over to curve into certain places. Super happy this is coming back. At 1450, the RC-8, which is like a juggernaut with a shield that is ground-based and an absolute tank. You can control it manually or let it run wild by the AI system. It's kind of like the GI unit, except you get that option this time of actually running it yourself. The AP3X is the next at 1550 points, and this is like the super Vulture with dual guns that just absolutely go to town. I didn't actually see anybody play with it in the games that I was in, but like the Mothership in Black Ops 3, not too many people settle for the highest of score streaks on their loadouts. I'll see what it's like when the game actually drops. And last but certainly not least, we have my favorite and so many of others out there, the Tactical Nuke. Now, I put this one on the list because it's a streak in a sense, not by score, but by staying alive. 25 kills is the right number to get so that you can drop the nuke. Unknown at this point if the game ends or if it will just go off like a Moab or Chemstrike did when the level changed colors and it had just a different feel to it. One of the things that Black Ops games always lacked was that no one knew you got the nuclear unless you watched a video of somebody posting it up. At least with Attack Nuke, everyone knows that you just went to town and earned the top prize. Very excited to have this back, and I'm sure it'll be something I go for on a daily basis. This is one of those items that set you apart from other people in the COD community. Not everyone can manage them, and only the best and most creative players earn them. And earn them is definitely being the key word, not given to you. Go out, do some work, help your team, and earn what you really want to get. So with that, guys, there you go. That's a rundown of the score streaks. Once the game comes out, I'll be back with other info such as my favorites and what helps stop each streak and best combinations, depending upon the game type that you're in. A lot of stuff that we can cover down the road. So speaking of when the game drops, I'm sure you all are aware, but if you're not and have lost track of your days, the Infinite Warfare beta will be open as of this coming Friday, October the 14th, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And for all you non-math majors out there, that will be 1 p.m. Eastern and noon Central. The beta will shut off for PlayStation 4 users on Monday, October the 17th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. For those of you that are hanging out on the Xbox still, your beta will start on October 21st at 10 a.m. Pacific and end on October 24th at 10 a.m. Pacific. Got it? You sure? If not, write it down or come back and watch this video again later this week if you've got short-term memory. Just kidding, everyone, really. Just like to have fun. I'll be back with another video tomorrow with an interesting topic and take on some of the new launches, not just for Infinite Warfare, but some other titles that I'm keeping my eye out on. So subbing to me is the best way to keep track of everything I do, the easiest way to keep up. Just click it. Doesn't take long. Click it. Help me out. As far as what will be in the actual beta, what we know that we are getting 3 multiplayer maps, which will be Frontier, which is the space station interior map that we've seen, fast-paced, tight corners, and the long underneath route that you can take to change sides on the map. Also, we'll see Frost, which is the outside snow-covered map we've seen a lot, and Throwback, which is the outside map with the train station and tracks in the middle with that big yellow lemon that we've seen in so many of the gameplays and images thus far. As far as modes, we'll get Team Deathmatch, Kill Confirm, Domination, and Defender. Combat rigs that will be playable are next, and I'll throw a couple images on the screen for each one of these. We'll be given access to Warfighter, Merc, and Synoptic. Each of these have their own payloads and traits, and there's a lot to go with each one of these, but we'll save that for another video when we can focus 100% on that, as there's way too much to talk about here in this video regarding the loadouts and so forth. We're also told that we will get mission teams where you're able to complete missions with your team and earn team rank, and we'll be given things like extra XP and some other items. I'm not sure what all is entailed with this and what will be available in the beta, so we'll just have to kind of feel it out as the game hits. As far as tacticals and weapons that will be available, we didn't get a full rundown list with the announcement that came out, but I would assume it would be basically what you got at COD XP, maybe a new thing here and there, but my guess is it'll be very similar. Remember, betas are not for complete access for everything. Betas are put out there to stress test the game and the servers that they'll be played on to create efficient connections and quality gameplays when the full version of the game does come out on November the 4th. This should be interesting to see how Infinity Ward will come out of the gate with their servers getting bogged down with traffic right off the bat, and hopefully it's smooth sailing based on their history and questions surrounding this game. it would not be a good look to go out and have server crashes, game errors, and a lot of other negative publicity right out of the gate. We'll hope for the best. So with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed what you saw here today in this video. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. Plenty more to come when the beta is dropped. I have a ton of ideas floating around for videos that I want to do. I just need actual access to the game so I can get a lot of that stuff captured and produced in a video for you guys. So like I said before, I hope you find my channel a good place for some quality content, as well as a lot of information that'll be coming out and some great gameplays in the midst of all these other channels that are folding or have lost traction. I hope to see you guys back here for my next video, which will be out tomorrow. Subscribe if you're not already on board with me. Thank you very much for dropping by. I appreciate it as always, and I couldn't ask for anything more from the YouTube community. Take it easy, everyone, and I will see you guys on my next video.
You won't escape the coming storm.